Hi everyone, it's Sue with Ully Cat's Designs and Ully Cat's World blog, and I'm here today with a process video for Craft Roulette number 281. The parameters were for project, a 4x6 card, colors are coffee aisle, element from a tree, and the random is outside the line. So today I'm going to be making a 4x6 quad panel card, meaning that it's going to have 4 panels. And to do that, I've got 2 pieces of 6x8 size paper and then one 4x6 piece. And the 6x8s I'm going to score at 4 inches. Pour those down to make right size card. And the 4x6 piece I'm actually going to score at 1/4 of an inch from the edge. The way this card is going to go together is we will glue these 2 pieces together. Actually, we'll probably glue that one on first, and then we'll glue those on. But I want to cut some windows out of these 2 side panels. In order to cut our square into each panel and to have the backing piece all match, the method I've decided is the easiest is to trim the panels down by 1/4 inch. So 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 inch panels. I've glued one on what will be the front side, and this one I just have 2 pieces of looped removable tape, and then I'm going to try to get that roughly where I think it needs to go, and then we'll adjust. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 6. And then we'll run it through our die machine. So it did cut through all 3 layers. So I will go ahead and glue this back layer in. I want to glue on this tab. And it looks like I may need to trim just that much. This all goes together. So I've trimmed my last 2 panels down, so I've got approximately an 1/8 inch on all 4 sides. Because the brown craft stock is, I think, a 65-pound weight paper, by adding these panels, that just gives it a little extra solidness or rigidness by the time this glue dries. Now I could have cut this center panel at 6 1/4 inch, but I find with these kind of cards, if you have a little bit of a gap at the top, then people kind of know to pull that down. For my pop-up mechanism, I'm going to be using the Karen Burniston Catherine label pop-up, and all I need is this L-shaped die. And from it, I have cut 2 of them, one on the gold side and one from the back side, so that I will end up with 2 mirror pieces. And we'll just go through and fold all the folds. This decorative paper is not a real thick piece, but it does have some substance to it, so that when we have it all glued up and such, it will be strong enough to work the mechanism. So I'm putting glue on the tab piece after I've got all the folds worked, and I'll press it one way and then I'll press it the other way just to make sure I've got a nice box shape there. And then to figure out where I need to place them, I have 2 of these cut from different papers, so I can kind of get a placement for how I want these to go. So it looks like if I place my tabs right up against the edge, that should be a good placement. I use the Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz Snarky Cat, and I use the sentiment, I know right from wrong. Wrong is the fun one. I also used the Snarky Cat Halloween, and here's the cat image that I used. From Karen Burniston, I used the holiday charms to get the ornament and the branch. I also used her Merry Christmas, and then I used the squares crosshatch to not only cut out the windows, but also to cut a place for a personal sentiment. I used some glitter gloss on my Merry Christmas and all over my ornament. I used a gold metallic pen to color the little topper piece, and then some gold cord, of which I rolled up and put with a piece of removable tape it in place. And I put a little post-it note just letting the recipient know that it is a removable ornament. I also did a little pull. I put on these little tabs on the sides to help with that. And as you can see, the kitty is in the tree. We have from the tree the cat, as well as the ornament. And on the back, we have a little drawing for outside the lines. Now, my spouse says that I could count the cat inside as being outside of the lines that say cats should not be in Christmas trees, but I figured just to be on the safe side, I'd also write the words outside the lines. And my colors from the coffee aisle are a variety of Celestial Seasons tea boxes, and just walking down the coffee aisle in my store, there were a variety of coffees that had the gold and greens and reds, so that's what I'm saying my colors are. I hope you got some inspiration from this video, and we'll see you next Friday when Craft Roulette is live again. Bye-bye.